Ladies and gentlemen, this is Lions Den with another news and commentary. Atatiana Jefferson's killer has been caught. Fort Worth police officer Aaron Dean has been charged with murdering Atatiana Jefferson after he shot and killed her in her room while she was watching her nephew. So I'm going to go ahead and play this news clip and I'm going to continue the rest of my commentary.
And within the past hour, that former officer posted bond and is out of jail. Hello again, everybody. I'm Heather Hayes. Aaron Dean was arrested tonight, booked and charged with murder for the weekend shooting death of Atatiana Jefferson. A Fort Worth police sergeant just gave a short update on the arrest and the criminal investigation. Earlier, we heard from the Fort Worth mayor and interim police chief. They called Jefferson a victim and agreed the shooting was not justified. Fox 4's Macy Jenkins is at the Fort Worth Police Department with the update on the investigation. Macy.
Yes, Heather, updates continuously coming in. And another one, the latest tonight, is from the Tarrant County Sheriff's Office. And that is that Aaron Dean is no longer behind bars. His bond was set at $200,000. He posted at least the $20,000 required for him to be out of custody. That happened sometime after 9 tonight. Fort Worth PD said earlier tonight the 34-year-old officer was arrested around 6 p.m. His arrest came just hours after Fort Worth Interim Police Chief Ed Krause announced Dean handed in his resignation Monday morning. Now, Krause said he had plans to fire Dean before he resigned for unprofessional conduct and violating the department's use of force policy. It's unclear tonight whether Dean was picked up by officers from the Fort Worth Police Department or if he turned himself in. Fort Worth Police held a very short press conference this evening. Let's take a listen.
The Fort Worth Police Department would again like to express our deepest condolences to Miss Jefferson's family. We understand that this is a tough and tragic event, not only for her family, but for the community. We value the trust that we've had with our community. We will continue to build that trust, and we will continue to be as transparent as possible in all police matters. Concerning the status of the criminal investigation, at approximately 6 p.m., Aaron Dean was arrested for the murder of Miss Jefferson. He has since been booked into the Tarrant County Jail. Our department has been working closely with the Tarrant County District Attorney's Office. Our major case unit and internal affairs units are continuing to work diligently to complete the criminal administrative investigations into this matter. To the citizens and residents of our city, we feel and understand your anger and your disappointment. And we stand by you as we work together to make Fort Worth a better place for us all.
With her 8-year-old nephew
Early Saturday morning when Dean shot through her window. He did not announce his presence or knock on the door, firing immediately after yelling, "Put your hands up." Jefferson's family has called for accountability since the shooting. Family attorney Lee Merritt released a statement tonight saying they're relieved to hear of the arrest and they are looking forward to an appropriate sentencing. Now, Fort Worth PD has been working closely with the Tarrant County District Attorney's Office on this. Tomorrow, Interim Police Chief Ed Krause will hold a press conference to answer additional questions on everything that we heard tonight. Again, several updates we got on this case. I'll send it back to you, Heather.
Okay, everybody, now you just saw the news clipping. I'm going to tell you like this. Why in the hell Aaron Dean just posted bail? It is funny that every time a police officer has been charged with murdering unarmed black men and women, they always posted bail. But if the role were reversed, we would have still be in jail with no bail until the trial comes. See, this is what's so sad about this case. Now, ever since the situation with Amber Geiger and with the death of Botham Jean, they didn't want history repeating itself. So I guess they try to watch this case very carefully, because one thing they don't want is a riot in Dallas. They don't want that. And I mean, it looks to me that maybe that's why end up happening if they let this man go. Now they're gonna say, well, this not justified and everything else. And the evidence proving that she didn't do anything wrong. She try to think. Then she claiming that they found a gun inside her room or her house. And even if that were true, what does this have to do with? What does this have to do that officer killing her? And if I'm not mistaken, isn't this Texas an open carry state? Anybody that lives in the state of Texas can carry guns legally. I'm just saying. In this case, they know exactly what's going on with him. They know that he was in the wrong. I mean, he didn't even say police or none of that. You know, he didn't even say police. All he said is, "Let me see your hands. Show me your hands." And pow, shot her in 4 seconds. See, this is why I said that we as the black community need to watch our backs. We can't, I mean, and basically people, one guy who's a neighbor who's doing this basically welfare checking, which is that if something's going wrong, they need to check and see if this person is okay. So he called the police, and basically when he called the police in a non-emergency number, by the way, that's when all hell broke loose. And obviously now he said that he wished he didn't want to call the police. Well, if you knew something is going on, and if you knew that in the black community that you have to have guns, that Texas is an open carry state, wouldn't it be feasible to walk across the street checking on your neighbor if you knew something was going on, if the door was open? You know, you need to check and see, are you okay and everything? Why would you call? I mean, this is basically a non-emergency, by the way. And this officer proves on his body cam that he didn't even say this is police. Police was just checking and see if you're okay. Blah 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 blah. Obviously, this is another tragedy. There's going to be a funeral. Reportedly, it's going to be Atatiana's funeral this Saturday at the TD Jakes' church. That's been tweeted by Attorney Lee Merritt, by the way. But to make this long story short, this officer should have remained in jail. They shouldn't even post bail. And I believe in my heart that it's the union that posted his bail. Because you know the police union want to protect their own. They want to protect their own officers of their wrongdoing. So we're going to watch this we're going to watch this case very carefully and see if they're going to how this going to play out. But I got a feeling that really they don't want to be like another Amber Geiger's case at all. So if he's getting if he's going to be off, let's say he found not guilty or they're not going to seek an indictment with this guy, I'm going to tell you like this, the city of Dallas will never be the same. I'm just being honest. Y'all let me know what you think about this case. Like, click, subscribe, and remember to click the notification bell for all the news and commentary. And with that being said, it's Lions Den signing off. Deuces.